Hi, I'm Steve Clapham and welcome to another in our Accounting Red Flag series. Here we're going to look at detection tool number 7, looking at directors, and a little bonus in here just talking about auditors. So before I get started, don't forget you can sign up on behindthebalancesheet.com to our newsletter and you get to join our club where we've got loads of great free training materials, regular updates from me on things that I've read, podcasts I've listened to, videos I've seen, all sorts of other investing tips. Really great resource, and it's free. And if you're interested in investing, you should check out my courses for private investors. Learn more, learn how to be a better investor. But let's get started on directors. And this is Elizabeth Holmes. This is Theranos, the company she founded. It was a massive fraud, and there were all sorts of signals that you might have spotted that would have suggested that there was something odd about Theranos. But look at the composition of the board. 2 ex-Secretary of State, George Shultz, age 97, and William Perry, age 90. You have to ask yourself, what are these guys doing on the board? And you can see that it's filled with the great and the good. There is 2 people with a medical background on the board. Theranos was a healthcare company, purported to have a revolutionary new method of testing. So yeah, that's fair enough. And you could see that George Shultz was on the board of Gilead, which was also a biotech company, and that there were some, Health Point Capital was a doctor. This doctor, the Rockefeller Foundation, a senior lawyer, senior partner of this law firm. I mean, a law firm that I'm not familiar with. I'm not that familiar with US law firms. But there's James Mattis, the general. He wasn't on any other boards. All of these people are pretty old, right? 66, 67, 71, 75. The Channing Robertson on the board of Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes on the board of Theranos, and the rest non-execs. This doesn't look to me a normal sort of board. It looks to me a board designed to impress rather than a board that's designed to execute. And it's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people on it, which is okay. But there were some warning signals, I think, here that you could have said, well, what are these the appropriate people that you would expect to see? Let's look at another example, and this one is Greensill. And the Greensill UK private limited company, when I first looked at it, I said, well, this looks really bizarre because 5 directors resigned on a single day. Now, that could be innocent, but it very well might not be. And what really flashed warning signals to me was that they had a new non-executive director who joined the board and resigned 4 weeks later. And that is a classic signal of someone that has seen the business from the inside and didn't like what they saw and left because they didn't want to be associated with it. So when you see a non-executive director joining and leaving within a 4-week or 6-week or 8-week period, you should be really worried. And 3 of the 5 directors were new since December 2018. This was 2019 accounts. That could be innocent, but might not be. And when I was looking at the Greensill accounts, the other thing that struck me was the auditors. Now, we've talked in the past on this series about the audit report, but also pay attention to who the auditors are. And in the case of Greensill, the auditors are Saffery Champness, which is a pretty small audit firm, turnover of 71 million. The last reported year when I did this. The previous auditor, Grant Thornton, number 5 in the UK, turnover of 500 million or nearly 500 million. What I said was that it was very unusual for a complex financial firm to have a small auditor. And the audit fee was $98,000, up from $40,000 when the revenue was just 26 million. So the revenues had gone up 13-fold and the audit fee had gone up 3.5 times. I mean, to be fair, there is an economy of scale in auditing this type of business. Just because the turnover goes up doesn't mean to say that the audit fee would have to go up proportionately, because they're doing sampling, they're checking computerized transactions. But the fact that it was Safri Champness and not one of the big four was a warning signal to me. So just to recap, always when you're looking at a new company, always check who the auditors are and always check who's on the board, and just ask yourself, is this a board which will protect my interests? That's the crucial question to ask. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, you can sign up on behindthebalancesheet.com to get more of this sort of material. Thanks for watching.